I just want to welcome everybody to La Quinta Cumbre, to this 5th annual summit. And just by looking around today and seeing who made the effort to get out here on a Saturday morning, it's quite a success. Es un buen ejemplo para saber que los que estamos aquí hoy queremos un mejor medio ambiente, una mejor calidad de salud para todos en nuestra comunidad. You know, we want the best that we can have for our community. We're seeing quickly, you know, alarming rates of cancer, of asthma, incidence of diabetes. Right now, as we speak, a lady that worked at this institution for over 40 years, Mary Leal Haywood, is being buried right now, and it just brings to mind, you know, the severity of this problem that we face. But it's going to take all of us working together. It's going to take all of us as individuals in this community on both sides of the border and beyond.
We're suffering some pretty deplorable health conditions in Imperial Valley, asthma, air quality. So anything that we can do to make an effort to improve the life of our citizens by providing a better quality of life. Sometimes it seems unsurmountable, but I think it's conferences like this that kind of raises the issue up, gets the right people at the table, and slowly. Sometimes we wanted it to be faster, but you know, as long as we're making progress and improving our air quality, improving our quality of life for all our residents, I think it's very important, and it takes all of us to get this done.
¿Cuáles son algunos problemas del medio ambiente que ustedes tienen aquí en esta región?
Pues el medio ambiente es que todos los años los rancheros queman sus piles y hay mucho smog. Y pues el river que tienen años con arreglar y nunca se llega a ese proyecto de arreglar.
During your presentation you mentioned many times to save the Salton Sea. Through the years, to the time, working and nothing happened. Why do you think it's been this kind of situation that there is no interest in solving that problem?
Well, I think the first thing is that everybody in Imperial County for years had a different idea of what should happen. There were so many different interests with different opinions, and it's only in the last few years that groups like the Imperial Irrigation District and the Board of Supervisors have come together with one proposal. So until you all in Imperial County can agree, that's the key. There has to be local agreement, local consensus.
The fact that this presentation, the speaker mentioned that if the Salton Sea was closer to Sacramento or Los Angeles, in that case that would be solved. What's your take?
Right. We're the redheaded stepchild of Imperial County and California as well. We have no money. LA has money. San Diego has money. They can spend as they want to fight somebody who's got no money, and we have no money, so we have no ability to fight. And that's really what it is. It's going to be a bare knuckle drag out fight here eventually. What the problem is, this could be an EPA Superfund cleanup of hundreds of billions of dollars if the sea dries up. It can't happen.
My very first experience of environmental justice, even though perhaps I wasn't engaged, was my upbringing as well in Calexico. I remember growing up as a kid and spending time with my grandmother on 3rd Street, around the corner from T.C. Huerti and George's Market, for those of you that know Calexico. I remember walking to church with my grandmother, and my grandmother would say in Spanish, no sé por qué llaman el Río Nuevo, porque pesta, está bien sucio. Este río no es nuevo. I don't know why they call the new river the new river. It smells. There's nothing new about it. Let's give a round of applause to all these young organizers.
We'll start off with something with a community involvement and how I started getting involved and why I have a passion for it. And it started off with something, you may have seen the signs outside with something called 7-Day, and you might have seen them plastered around, or even a mass email that goes out. But if you ever see the 7-Day logo, it's basically a national movement inspiring people like you and like myself.
It seems that the state and the feds have not lived up to their ends of the agreement on the QSA. Why should we bother to honor the QSA anymore?
You know, I can't answer that question. I haven't looked at the QSA and been involved in it. So even in the 90s I was on, I couldn't give you an accurate answer because that's just not been an issue I've engaged on. I know it's a big one, and I want to understand it, but I don't.
El Comité Cívico del Valle ha venido organizando estas cumbres, esta es la quinta. Hasta el momento, ¿qué le ha parecido esta cumbre?
Bueno, fue un sueño anhelado de los primeros miembros de la mesa, tratar de ofrecerles a los residentes del Valle Imperial una cumbre en la cual se expusieran realmente las necesidades de la comunidad. Y creo que estamos logrando, y cada día estamos trayendo mejores presentadores, más informados y sobre todo buscando siempre qué es lo mejor para el Valle Imperial.